Hi, I'm Sarah Bennett, and this is my professional growth presentation. So, my goal was from Danielson's 2D, Managing Student Behavior, and I really wanted to focus on students staying in their seats and raising their hands instead of getting up and wandering the classroom or getting up to try and come talk to a teacher, because it's a lot easier to manage everyone if they're in their seats and they're raising hands. So, next is my action plan. I plan to use the rules that are already set in place as reminders for the students. To do this, I reminded them of those rules that they created every time before I taught a lesson. I also reminded them before I taught lessons to raise their hands. One of the reasons I wanted them to raise their hands and stay in their seats is because I teach a lot of science with them. And within the science, we do a lot of labs. And there's a lot of things that could spill or break or be dangerous if they were up and moving and accidentally bumped a table or anything like that. So it was more precautionary just to keep your hands raised and stay in your seats. Next was evidence collection. I used tallying, so I wrote all my students' names on a piece of paper, and then every time they were out of their seat for a reason that wasn't sharpening their pencil or going to the bathroom, I wrote a little tally mark next to their name. And then after I did that, I recorded my evidence 3 times, and then I charted the totals. So here was my student data. So my chart shows round 1, round 2, and round 3. Those are the different times that I took tally marks on my students. Round 1 was at the beginning, round 2 in the middle, and round 3 at the end. And so then I found out my first round, I had 6 students that never got out of their seats the entire time, and I had 5 students get out of their seats more than 3 times. And by round 3, just by using these rules and reminders and just reminding them, raise your hand because sometimes it's not safe to get out of your seat. By round 3, I had 18 kids that stayed in their seats. I had 9 kids that got up 1 time, 2 kids that got up twice, and 1 kid that got up more than 3 times. And I really thought that this was great progress. I mean, I couldn't have asked for more. And my future growth plan. I plan to keep improving my goal of managing student behavior through reading articles and journals that are peer reviewed because those always seem to have great information for me to learn more from. Utilizing mentors, just asking more teachers what they do to manage their student behavior, and I can reflect those concepts in my own classroom and see if they work for me and just try out what works. And finally, attending conferences. I think attending conferences like MEA is so beneficial because they teach you all of these ways to manage students, and they also give you new ideas, and maybe you can take those ideas and use them in a different way than what you thought, or they just have great ideas in general. But yeah, overall, I think I really met my goal well, and I was really happy for it.